In recent years, there have been several instances where law enforcement officers, known colloquially as idiot cops, faced public scrutiny for their actions. Today, we will discuss times idiot cops got taught a lesson. Before we move further, make sure you hit that subscribe button with notifications turned on to get notified when we update videos like this one. So, let's get into the video. A man was stopped, and the officer mentioned a problem with the car's bumper and suspicious turns. The man refused to show his identification, claiming that the officer had not provided a reason for the stop. The officer admitted that he didn't have a reason, but he did mention a new law requiring demographic information, claiming that this was not a stop ID state.
That's not the law.
Yes, it is.
Nope.
With Senate Bills 217.
No, this is not a stop and ID state.
The officer then accused the man of parking in a private lot, but the man responded that it was a public lot.
Public parking lot.
No, this is private property.
It is a public parking lot.
I don't think so. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're scaring my kids. There's no point of this. You know, this is ridiculous.
Wouldn't have to scare him if you were cooperative.
Well, no. That's just ridiculous, man. That's just ridiculous. I'm sorry, man.
All right, sir. Have a good day.
You have a good day too.
The cop approached the men filming near a jail, arguing about released inmates' privacy rights. The guys responded by citing their First Amendment right to film in public.
Security concerns, and when you film in this area where we're releasing people who have been arrested, they have a right to privacy.
No, they don't.
People coming in and out of jail?
If I could see them from public, they don't, sir.
How do you figure that?
First Amendment, you need to brush up on it. Anything that I can see from public, I can film. You can't trespass what I can see. So as long as I'm standing where I'm allowed to be, I can take a picture.
The cop became uneasy and inquired about their purpose, but they refused to respond. He accused them of upsetting people, but they responded that it was not their responsibility to upset people's feelings. The cop initially refused to provide his name and badge number, but he eventually did so and left after the guys dismissed him.
You guys are upsetting people, which is why I'm up here, because I could care less if you guys are up here, but
we can care less if we upset people too.
Okay. All right. Well, if
their feelings are not our concern.
Our rights aren't subjected to their feelings.
I got it.
Yeah, that's right.
So antagonizing people doesn't concern you guys at all?
What is that? I don't understand
You're
how you.
antagonizing.
Yeah, exactly.
antagonizing you?
You're the only antagonizer here.
But you're in public, right?
Yeah, but you're on the clock, right? And you serve me.
Right,
You serve
I'm
the
doing
public,
what I'm doing.
I'm
what I
asking you
was
to leave me
sent to
alone.
do.
I'm asking you to break contact. I don't wish to engage with you no more.
Okay.
So you have a good day. You're dismissed.
Can you state your name and badge number, please?
No, you can see it. It's 315.
Is that what you tell the judge?
You guys can do whatever you'd like to do.
People reported a man they thought was on their property, and a cop asked for his ID for trespassing. But the man was aware he didn't have to show it.
I've never been on their property.
Okay, well, it's private property.
I've never been on their property.
Hang on.
Okay,
If they advise us they don't want you on your property,
that's fine.
we're going to tell you that you can't go on their property.
That's fine.
Okay, can I see your ID,
You
please?
don't have to have my ID
Okay,
to issue a trespass.
Yes, sir, I do. I need to.
If you're-
under threat of arrest, I'll give you my ID. I'm with you, supervisor. I won't get in trouble. Okay.
He informed the other officer of his legal rights and threatened to sue both the officers and the callers. When the supervisor arrived, he explained the situation and stated that he would file a formal complaint.
But I didn't call you.
But they're stating you were on their property. That's why we called them. They said that because when I walked back over, you were standing on their property.
No, I was standing right
Yeah,
there.
you were standing in the parking lot. I'm telling you what I saw.
I sue you. I sue them. We go to court, find out I wasn't there, and you lose your qualified immunity because you didn't investigate. But he trespassed. I explained to him I was on the footless of that road, right there. Their property line was at VW, and I'm trying to exercise my rights. Both of them gentlemen stood in a auditorium or courthouse with their hand on a Bible, and they swore an oath to protect my civil rights.
The man requested the supervisor, but the officer claimed he was already in charge. Undaunted, the man insisted on speaking with a higher-ranking officer who turned out to be a sergeant.
Can I get your supervisor out here? I'm asking to talk to your supervisor.
And I'm telling you, you can call the police department and ask for them. Okay?
You can't call your supervisor out here?
Look, right here, boss.
So there's nobody above you?
Yeah, there sure is.
So you're a sergeant? So you're a sergeant and you're... Okay.
A sheriff's deputy pulled over a man and demanded his ID without explaining the reason for the stop. The men informed the officer that he needed a legitimate reason to request identification. He was aware that the constable was tailing him without reason and questioned the nature of the stop.
How you doing? You got your license, registration, book insurance with you tonight?
What's the nature of the stop?
As soon as I know who you are, we have to explain that.
Is this Nazi Germany? Do I gotta provide papers before you tell me why?
Well, if I don't know who I'm talking to, in case you run off or flee, I'd like to know who I'm talking to. So if you don't mind providing your identification, I'll be happy to go forward.
Well, I would take the key out if I could, but I can't.
Okay, no problem.
You do realize in order to get ID from somebody, you have to have a reason and articulate that reason for the stop, right?
The cop claimed it was due to too many turns, but the guy laughed and asked for the supervisor, continuing to educate the constable on the law before wishing him a good night.
Well, you do realize I'm a constitutionalist, so I know this shit. So, unless you can articulate, this is my property, yes. Well, I don't live here, but this is my property. This is not where I'm staying, but I own this property.
A guy said, "I knew you were following me and I am not breaking any law."
I knew you were following me. I knew I used my turn signals. I knew I wasn't speeding. As soon as I see you on the side of the road, I see you hit your f***ing brake lights. I knew you're gonna me. I knew exactly what you were gonna do. There's nothing wrong with my car. Every light on my car works. So what's the nature of the stop?
Well, the nature of the stop is when you went by, it didn't look like it was a front bumper. And then as I was behind the car trying to run a registration, you took multiple turns and it appeared to be evading me. All I'm doing is checking out what's going on.
You better get your goddamn supervisor. When is it illegal to make turns? Dude, we both know where this is going, and you know you have no reason to pull me over.
All you need in Michigan is reasonable suspicion to make a traffic stop.
Yes, you have to have RAS. But what is your single articulable suspicion?
Cop asked for their ID, but the guy refused to provide any detail.
Dude, I'm not giving ID, because I didn't do nothing wrong.
Is this your car?
It's in my dad's name, yes.
Is it in your dad's name?
Yep.
Guy said to the cop that you admitted I commit no crime, and it will be an awesome YouTube video.
Dude, this is gonna make an awesome YouTube video. You just admitted that I committed no crime or no traffic infraction. When is it illegal to make turns?
Well,
there is a bumper on my car. Just leave me alone. I'm not doing nothing. Right? Okay, you have a good night.
Finally, while discussing idiot cops' learning lessons, keep in mind that these incidents do not represent all officers. Transparency, accountability, and police reform must be prioritized in order to foster positive change for a just and compassionate society. Together, we can build a more secure and united future. Subscribe, like, and share for more thought-provoking content.